I'm listening to Summer Walker's new album, and she has that one song called Stitch Me Up where she's talking about this is just how it was taught. And that it was clocking to me because I was raised so differently, and every girl is raised differently by your mom, what your mom believed, what your grandmother believed, what your daddy believed in. And personally, I always had great male figures in my life. My dad died when I was young, and he really wasn't in my life before that. But I always had like very positive, hardworking men in my life, from like either my stepdad, my uncle, very hardworking people. So I always knew like this is how a man should be. And my mom never taught me to depend on a man. She always told me if you want nice things in life, you got to go get them yourself. Nobody's going to give you shit in life. And she just always taught me to really know that you don't need a man. And she didn't just tell me those words. She showed me by when a man was messing up, she would leave them. When this was happening, she would be, if I didn't feel like I was being treated right in her relationship, she would leave them immediately too. You haul out the next day, baby. My mom has been divorced. She was married. Baby, that man was not treating us right, was being weird to me. She came pick me up from school in a U-Haul, and we was out of there. Like, a lot of women women now, we're not raised as girls that saw their moms leave, that saw, or was taught, this is what you do. You do not need a man. You do not need to be treated any kind of way. A lot of women saw their moms being treated any kind of way, so you internalized that and thought that that's just how relationships go. And I feel like that song, like she's saying, this is just how I was taught. I don't know her personal backstory, but I know for a lot of women that is the situation. And I feel like it's so important, especially if you have daughters. That's why I really do not play when people have daughters, is to really instill those values into them and show them better than you can tell them that you will leave a man. Because if you sit there and let your daughter see you be a doormat, let your daughter see you doing all kind of stuff for men, turning left and right, jumping up and down anytime a man tell you to do it, or you just so man hungry and crazed behind a man, that is exactly what they're going to do. And now you're going to have your daughter, I don't know if she's going to be talented as Summer Walker, but she's going to be singing them songs, child. She's going to be singing them songs, and we don't want that. So I just feel like I'm not a mother, but when I become a mother, especially a mother of a daughter and a son, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to show them better than I can tell them that this is not, it's always a better way. You do not depend on nobody. You do not let nobody treat you any kind of way, because you are better than that.